Nikolai Tesla. He's somebody, isn't he? Make no mistake about it. The man was a Jedi Knight. Obviously, he was. And he was in his flow state. And you see what people can accomplish when they're in their flow state. So, if we're going to talk about poker, life, yada, 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 and we want to become the best version of ourselves, we have to understand flow state. And we need to get in the flow state. And we also need to constantly fill our brains with more and more knowledge to awaken our inner Jedis. So, with that being said, I love Tesla, okay? I quote him all the time. I read about him all the time. I'm reading his autobiography again. And one of my favorite Tesla quotes is, "The present is theirs. The future, for which I really worked, is mine." And what does that mean in poker? It means fold. Let them have the present hand. Do you get that? Fold. Because the future is ours. So I'm going to continue what we started yesterday, and I'm going to go on to day 2 in the 30-day guide. The 30-day guide I created called the 30-Day Poker Coach. Okay? There it is. And yeah, I'm holding my phone, and people with OCD hate that. They want me to have a stand and a light. No, I'm just chilling in a chair. I'm one of you. I'm not some kind of social media, sensation expert. I'm just one of you sharing the knowledge. So, it's a real. Get real, my friends. No makeup, and get the real deal. Anyway, I'm going to read day 2. The topic is, tight is not weak. One of the dumbest lies in poker, one of the dumbest lies poker players will tell themselves is that folding equals weakness. It does not. In fact, a lot of people who look the boldest at the table are not strong at all. They're bored. They're impatient. They're addicted to action. They need stimulation. They need attention. They need to feel involved. That is not strength. That is dependency wearing a poker face. Yes, that big 6'5" guy at the end of the table, the one that can crush me with his fist like that, he's scared shit like a little kid, because sometimes we all are. That's what's so cool about poker. It evens out the playing field. It's a battle of minds, not brawl and muscle. Okay? Don't think that big things can't come in small packages and small things can't come in big packages. Trust me, I should know. Okay? I was born to run to the litter. I was so much smaller than everybody in my school. I've had more things wrong with my body you can imagine. I've been blind 3 times in my life. Okay, I'm going blind again, and I'm blind in one eye. I got all kinds of crazy shit going on, yet here I am, awakened. Okay, let's proceed, because now you know my mindset. Nobody walks all over us. And there's a way to be really strong, but silent, like a Jedi Knight. Real strength in poker is often quiet. See? It looks like a player folding 10 hands in a row without getting emotionally itchy. It looks like somebody refusing to donate just because the table feels slow. It looks like discipline. And discipline is a lot tougher than random aggression. Come on, my friends. This really is Jedi Knight stuff. Seriously. This is the way. This is the way. Let's clear up a major misunderstanding. Playing tight is not the same as playing scared. Tight means selective. It means you know not every hand deserves your money. Scared means you avoid pressure even when the spot is profitable. Those are two very different things. A disciplined player can fold garbage for an hour and then explode into action the moment the right situation appears. A scared player misses those profitable moments because fear keeps them stuck. But a strong type player, that person is dangerous. Ha, love this shit. At small and mid stakes, a lot of players want to prove something every orbit. They want to show the table they are creative, fearless, hard to read, willing to gamble, willing to make moves. Fine, let them. You do not get paid for looking interesting. You get paid for making better decisions than the people around you. Okay? So who gives a shit how you look? You understand that? I have seen players torch an entire session just because they were embarrassed to look card dead. That is ego. They start entering pots with junk, defending trash, making loose calls, and forcing bluffs not because the spot is good, but because folding too much bruises their identity. The table is not testing your masculinity, your courage, or your worth. It is testing your discipline. There's a beauty in being selective. You can conserve chips. You avoid ugly spots. You come up with ranges that hold up better under pressure. And perhaps most importantly, when you finally do enter, it can mean something. Tight players who know when to change gears often get more credit than when bluffing and more action when value betting because their range still carries weight. You get that? None of this means you should become a robotic or nitty for the sake of being safe. Just don't become a robot or nitty just to be safe. You understand that? It means understand that refusing to bleed is not passive. It is intelligent. If the game is soft, patient players get paid. If the game is wild, patient players still get paid. The ones who hand over chips just to stay entertained usually become the entertainment. Do you understand that? There is a crazy amount of stuff that goes on at these tables. And understand that poker rewards people who can wait without feeling weak. That is a powerful skill, not a boring one. Be like the Jedi, my friends. Have all the patience in the universe. Peace out. And may the Force be with you.